You see, I hear that if you put your hand far enough inside of it, you can make it talk.
Yeah, last time I did that, I just got electrocuted. The tree didn't like that.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am Razim and this is Horizon Lost Mage, the Ascension, World of Darkness, 20th anniversary, etc, etc. I'm gonna turn it...
0.2 birth from sleep,
Oh god, no.
a fragmentary passage.
No. I'm gonna turn it over now to... who did the recap last time?
I think that was me. I think.
I feel like you did.
Well, I can't do the recap this time because I was only half awake for like the last hour.
Tanya!
No!
Also, Moriarty, are you gonna get in the server?
Oh, right. That's like actually required for this game.
Are you actually asking me to give my best effort at a recap?
Yep.
Yes.
We can have others
So-
fill in the blanks.
So, we just got back from outer space. We were standing there with a sad look upon our face. We should have locked the door. We should have changed the key.
This is accurate so far. Proceed.
But our attention lapsed for a second. Now Domino's back to bother we. And then we had to go out the door. And bring salt gifts to a party that we don't want to attend no more. Okay, I have to stop now.
So far, it's all been accurate. Proceed.
Actually, that's as far as I can remember, is that we brought the gifts to the party at the mansion made entirely out of salt. And
We
then
met a
we were-
member of the Fae Court.
Oh yeah, and we also had that person in this super armor.
That was
That was-
changeling.
That
Yeah, he was a
changeling.
changeling.
But they were still a member of the court.
Yeah,
You were nothing
and
but
they totally-
cold iron.
they totally weren't there so that the DM had a plan B in case we accidentally screwed up the diplomacy and got attacked.
No, he's been around a while. He knows Domino.
He's made of cold iron.
It's more or less because he's there to make sure nothing happens to any changelings, because Domino is still Domino.
Yes.
Because he has a human soul.
And they've got the
Yes.
armor.
on his hill.
And they got the armor made out of meteorite because they play Terraria.
And then the
Yes.
Pentex representative telling us continue with what we're doing. He'll help in any way. Haha.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we're like, are we gonna accept their bribery and because they're the bad guys and such, and enemy of my enemy is my friend, but if we take out that enemy, then that ends up creating a power vacuum which Pentex would be all too eager to fill.
Listen, like I
remember-
said, I'm happy to accept any charitable donations because that's literally just free money.
I remember now because Portia was having a crisis of conscience. She was being seriously tempted by their offer, but in the end decided, you know what, you guys are evil, screw you. Because, the exact words I used were, if they help me, my medicine could get to 1 million people. But if I help them, they'll harm the lives of 10 million. The math says no.
They're gonna harm those 10 million no matter what you do.
Yeah, but I can at least be morally clear of it.
That's adorable.
It's the trolley problem. Why switch or don't switch when you can just, put something large on the rail and wait for it to explode.
Because you're not doing that.
Joke.
Or, you could just hold the switch halfway so that it derails. Or if you have access to a high-powered rifle, you could shoot up the engine on the trolley. Or you
but
could
you're not
attempt
doing
one
you're literally not doing any of that. It's literally, do you take the money, yes or no?
Yeah, that's where the trolley comes in, is whether or not you take the money. If you take the money, that's moving the switch.
Okay. You have gone way too far off the rails there, Tanya.
Like the trolley.
I didn't want to do this, but you just leave me no choice.
What happened?
Oh, I threw her into
moved
the
it
lake.
down.
You can time out me, but you can't time out the truth.
I don't see the... I only see the Pit of Death and the Stratosphere.
Same.
Oh. I guess when I was readjusting things, I must have messed that up a bit. I'll work on it. Anyways, Toshime, would you mind giving us a better recap?
Well, after giving the gifts and talking with the Pentex representative, we got informed of the real reason why we were there. That we needed to take care of a child from Domino. From a grandmother. And so we took him back to our base, and then alarms started going off, intruder alert. And that's where we are. Ta-da!
So yeah, Cody is bringing up all of the cameras and such on his computer. And he's gonna have Bob, he's gonna tell Bob to go into defense mode.
Okay. Which of you guys have correspondence?
I do.
I do not.
Roll Arete for me real quick, Cody.
Pretty sure it was 3.
Yeah, I think all of you guys have 3 Arete.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell I left my sheet.
Oh,
And
no.
again. And
Oh,
again.
no. Oh no.
Oh, the loop
no.
was broken. So
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8
Why?
successes.
Hey Cody, make a willpower roll for me, please.
okay, that I'm definitely gonna need my sheet up for because I don't remember what.
Oh wait,
that's
hold
at.
on. Before he does that, can I give the last roll some entropy?
No.
Well, why?
That was a damn good roll. Can't I get something for it?
That's why willpower.
Make a willpower roll.
Oh, there's a 10. Oh. I feel sad now.
So you do not get knocked unconscious, but you are knocked off your feet and almost flung across the room. As Cody, you were not even trying to sense anything. You were not attempting to do anything. And your supercomputer nearly exploded on your wrist with readings.
Are we gonna have to sever Cody's arm?
No, he's okay. It didn't hurt him, actually. But the sudden, feedback was painful.
Well, if you change your mind, I have a hedge trimmer.
Oh, we're talking about that opening scene from Back to the Future where he just puts the amp up to like 1,000,000 and then strikes a chord and goes flying.
I was thinking Iron Man. The laboratory back in the 60s. Write that down.
But yeah, Cody is now currently laying on the ground. His head is pounding, and what you felt, Cody, was beyond anything you have ever encountered before.
Right, well, we are, screwed.
Define screwed.
Did you not just see what happened?
I know, I was just hoping for a bit more detail. All I know is, that you flew across the room. I don't know what caused it, why, or how.
I was trying to check the cameras.
That is a problem.
Alright, so silver bullets, iron bullets, what am I doing?
I have no idea. I have not seen whatever this was before. Bob, do you have any ideas?
Portia, do you have any which of you have spirits?
I
That
do
would
not
be
have
me.
spirit.
Hey, Reinhardt,
Yeah.
give me an arte roll.
Oh no.
Arite, let's go. Complete and utter failure.
That's a botch.
And so it begins.
Luckily, you're not actually rolling to do magic. This is detecting magic. In which case, Cody, Warren, Portia, you guys will just see Reinhardt collapse.
Ah, crap. Uh,
Reinhardt, what you hear is the tree screaming.
Portia!
Thunk.
You know, maybe the donation goal is not about what's the worst that could happen for us. Maybe it's what's the worst that could happen for them.
Donate to yourself and find out.
Warren, you have Prime, yes?
no, not allowed to influence your own game. Isn't that the rule?
We can donate.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can complete the donation goal.
Yes, I do have Prime.
No, but if Zeus donated
give me an
himself,
arte
it's
roll
not a
from you.
donation.
No, he thought you meant Amazon Prime. But yeah, donating to the games that we have is the one way that players have to actually influence their own game. That's it.
Okay. You are okay. You did not roll high enough to force a willpower roll there. But you do feel something has just gone up around the entire mansion.
Wait, hold on. Let me backtrack here for a second. Cody rolls an Irritate 8 and makes a willpower. Warren rolls an Irritate 1 and doesn't need to roll a willpower.
Cody rolled so well, he got a full dose of it.
Whereas Reinhardt blacked out before they could experience the full effect.
Yes, Warren detected it, but he did not get the overwhelming feeling of what it was.
Reinhardt just collapses to the floor. Did it.
We need to
User
see what's
death
going on outside.
imminent. Oh, I'm going to. Portia will attempt to resuscitate Reinhardt. Yeah, wake him up, rouse him. That I can't word.
You'll be able to wake him up pretty easily.
Portia, the old man may be in trouble.
He is. The more of us that are out there, the better.
Portia, I think your tree is dying.
So, what's going on with Bob?
He's not there.
Where's the
So,
kid?
Yeah, he said.
He's there with you. He's
Okay.
looking very, very confused and nervous and worried.
Alright, so you said that Reinhardt was able to be resuscitated easily.
Yeah. No, this was more like a sonic scream in his head that basically knocked him on his ass and knocked him out for a few seconds.
Okay, I thought he was like full on unconscious.
He was,
No.
but you were able to rouse him pretty easily. It wasn't that bad.
My senses are just doing the
Cody, you
thing.
may need to defend him in here.
If that's the case, then paintball gun at the ready with the toxin magazine. We're going to run out to investigate the old man. Make sure the tree's okay.
Which room are you guys currently in at the moment?
The
The
library.
library.
Okay. When you open the door and go through it, Portia, you are now in. Give me a second. Come on.
Space!
Loud.
Space!
You're in the attic's manor, or the attic of the manor.
Oh, lovely. Non-Euclidean space.
Man, Cody, I didn't know you were so rich you got a manor for your attic.
You guys just saw Portia disappear when she walked through the doorway.
Right.
Cody, you did detect correspondence magic.
So we have got someone messing with space-time here.
And Warren, you are detecting very, very strong traces of prime magic at work as well, and spirit magic from
Is this-
Reinhardt.
Is this familiar to any one of us?
No, not that you've encountered.
Okay.
I do not feel I have been given the appropriate tools to know and knowledge to know what to do and how to respond in this situation in any way, shape, or form.
You have someone here who's using magic. You guys can try to make a roll to identify what's going on if you wish.
I thought that's what-
This is up to you.
Well, we do have
The
somebody who
problem
does
is-
have correspondence.
The problem is I've got no idea what's possible in this system or how to do anything.
Anything,
Like, you know,
anything is
in-
possible.
You want to make a window, change a window so that we can actually see outside what's going on? You could.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, on the note of that, are there any windows in the attic?
Yes.
All right, I'd go to those windows to see if anything outside appears out of the ordinary.
You do not see anybody outside of the manor. Everything looks okay
Is there any
outside
line
of
of
the manor.
Is there any line of sight towards the old man?
You can see the tree. The tree looks okay.
That's actually slightly disconcerting.
Oh
If there's
no,
somebody out
it's
there with a hatchet, at least then I know what's wrong.
it's a magical feedback loop.
What magic do you have, Portia? You have life and what else?
I have life, matter, and time. That's it.
Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, there's nothing with that type of magic that you would be able to detect here.
All right. Well, you said there was spirit. Can I irritate the spirit and figure out what's going on there?
Sure. How do you want to try to do it?
I think about how I tried to do this exact thing when attacking the other creatures.
Uh-huh.
What? Okay, that was weird. I got nothing.
Did you want to use a willpower?
Wait,
to
why does
reroll?
it? Why does it roll twice? What the hell?
I'll let you use
Yep.
the second one.
It was
Okay.
lag.
Explosion.
Reroll that 10.
Explosion.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, so that's two,
What?
4, 6
6
successes.
successes. Alright, so what are you trying to find out and how are you doing it?
I'm trying to find out what's going on via experience.
How does that factor into your spirit magic?
I use spirit magic. I've done things with spirit magic. I understand how spirit magic works.
What's your
I
focus?
What's your focus for spirit magic?
You have to describe the method by which you do this.
Yes, that's the thing. This is how you, when you are a mage, you're not going, well, I'm casting the spell. You're going, okay, I'm going to use my focus, and using it in this way, I am going to do this to do this.
Oh, I'm not using magic. I'm using deduction of my knowledge of magic to figure out what's going on.
So you're
That
cold.
that would be a cult then. That would be intelligence occult.
Ah,
No, if you're ever rolling irritate, you are performing magic.
gotcha. Okay, what was my... I think my cult was 2. Did it...
So, in this case, you could use spirit magic to try to identify what kind of spirit magic is being used here. It's just a matter of how are you using your magic to do that.
Or asking the local spirits what's going on.
Yeah, how are you calling them up or attempting to call them up? Because you
yeah,
rolled
I mean-
enough to succeed. You rolled very well to succeed there.
Poke your head to
Is
the
it-
haunted stairwells. What's going on?
In said case, Reinhardt would kind of just do his magical focus on his totem, because I'm pretty sure that's just like his totem is his magical focus point.
So
And
you're
he's
trying to
like-
communicate with your totem to get the answers.
Yes, more directly to my avatar if I can, because I know my avatar is also a spirit.
Your avatar is different. With your spirit magic, though, you do not get a response. However, you would know that the only way that you would not get a response is by basically the area being isolated from spirits.
What? How does that work though? I have a spirit.
They warded the area.
Why
So-
is
which
that
is-
hurting the tree?
Well, the thing's a node. It's interconnected to a whole bunch of stuff. If you like rip an engine out of a vehicle, it's gonna break the engine.
They're putting
Also-
a magical barrier around.
Also, if you notice, as I told Cody, Bob is not in the room anymore. Bob is a spirit of air. He is not in the room anymore.
That doesn't make it sense. Wouldn't that just trap him in?
It pushes things out.
Mm-hmm. You don't know exactly how the magic is working. You do know magic was used to force spirits out of this area with that roll.
So we're getting bombarded with various anti-magic artillery.
So far, all you have felt is Cody has felt correspondence magic, Warren has felt prime magic, and you have felt spirit magic, all of which was being used together. This was one spell. It was not an attack, it seems like. This, with Cody's roll, what he would have been able to identify from the field going up is this acts as an isolation field from basically the entire area. Anything trying to go onto the grounds isn't going to work. And the space within the field, whoever's using the spell can move it around.
Wait.
With Warren's roll, someone used prime magic in order to do something with the local reality in this area, within this box, so to speak. And from Reinhardt, you now know the spirits got forced out.
Hmm. See, here's the thing. We only know that this effect is taking place. We don't know that it's specifically targeting our manor.
Yes, we do. It's an area effect.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Cody
it
would
would be in our local area.
See,
Cody
here's
would be.
how do I know this area effect isn't the entire city?
Cody would be able to tell you with that roll he had. This stops at the. This is literally isolated to the manor grounds. It stops
Okay.
that
Um,
area.
So
During the-
someone is warding us.
During the time this conversation's taken place, would I have had enough time to take in my surroundings in the attic?
Yeah.
Is the attic being used for any storage? Is there anything that could be used as rope, any electronics, old lamps, poles, that sort of thing?
Cody, it's his manor, so.
Repeat the question?
What would you have in your attic?
Would there be like boxes of stuff, like old lamps, electronics, anything that could be used as rope or as a long pole of any sort like that?
I didn't really plan on even having an attic, but sure.
See, that's the cool thing about World of Darkness. It's like if it fits within it, yeah, you can go ahead and say it's there.
Yeah, I
I'll take-
don't see why not. Probably a
take,
bunch of old stuff, yeah.
I'll take any random big heavy electronic that's still light enough for me to move it to the door, grab the
Mhm.
power cord, and then while holding the power cord, walk through the doorway.
And you come out with a cut cord in. Give me a second. You are now in the kitchen.
Oh, so much for tethering.
Is there any way that we can sort of know what's going on with Portia?
Cody would have felt another blip of correspondence magic just used again.
But would I know that that was from something happening to Portia?
Nope, you just felt another correspondence blip, basically.
So no, we have
Something
no
was in the attic, now it's in the kitchen.
If you wanted to, correspondence to talk with Portia.
I mean, alternatively, we've got the intercom in the house.
You turn it on, it's just pure feedback.
No, if you turn it on, it's working fine.
No, you turn it on and all you hear is choo, 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 choo.
Alright. Cody's gonna turn it on. Portia, where on earth have you gone?
Oh, I'm in the kitchen. I was in the attic. Somebody's screwing around with local space-time.
Ah, I see. Well, there you go.
Also, that old radio that you had up in the attic, I kind of destroyed the power cord on it. I tried to use it as a tether, it didn't work.
I had an old radio up there.
Never mind.
Reinhardt is just going to give a sigh at this. He's going to go find one of those large leather, you know, like brown leather chairs that you definitely know.
Hang on a
that,
second.
What is going on with Marticus?
Marcus isn't there anymore.
Oof.
He killed Marcus!
I see.
By the way, from the intercom now, you guys have just been rickrolled. As that song begins playing through the intercom.
So Reinhardt is finding a nice leather chair next to one of those large globes You know the type that have like a stand with maybe like 3 legs on
Hmm?
it and the 2 rings encompassing it. And he's going to pull one ring down, and he's going to open the globe, and it's going to have a whiskey set inside of it, and he's going to pour himself a glass, um, and just kind of sit down and wait, and sip and
Well,
wait.
whoever or whatever is screwing around with us likes games and likes jokes. I'm swapping from the toxin to the LSD magazine.
Hey, Cody, make a intelligence roll. You have a lot of distractions going on, but make a intelligence roll.
Two.
This seems a little bit familiar to you. Your old teacher, the one who got you into the virtual adepts, was really, really good at trolling people.
What, like trolling people like a troll, or trolling people like an internet?
Yes.
Oh no.
You know his specific spheres of magic is correspondence, matter, spirit, prime, and a tiny bit of time. And a tiny bit of forces as well. He really branched out quite a bit.
All right. Insert name here.
His name was Jason.
I called it.
His main foci were a supercomputer that he used for much of his magic, just like yours, actually. He had the same condition, which is why he took you in as his apprentice. But he also used a very tech sniper rifle that he could connect to his supercomputer.
Oh, so he's using aimbot. I see how it is.
He had a few other tech gizmos that he used sometimes, but his main foci, like you, was the supercomputer he wears on his wrist.
All right, Jason. The fun is over. Come out.
The Rick-rolling music goes off as you hear a voice come on the intercom. You know, Cody, kind of disappointed with you guys. Kind of expected a little bit more once I started causing a little bit of havoc. You recognize the older man's voice. He's like in his late 30s, early 40s.
I just don't really know how to have responded in that situation.
Cody, would you like to introduce us?
I'll have
Since
you
you seem to
that
know this person.
I was
Runner
already
just
probing.
takes a drink.
Would you like to undo this, Jason?
I'll have
There's
you know
a-
I was. Damn it!
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'll have you know I was already probing the situation and trying to plot out a course.
There's a blink, and Portia appears, and then a man appears. He is in full tactical armor. He has a mask over his head, as well as a helmet. And he has a very long 50 caliber rifle in one arm, and he has a supercomputer on a wrist mounted that takes up most of his left arm. And he had just finished tapping in a key when he appeared. And he sets the rifle down, pulls off his helmet, takes off his mask. He's got short brown hair, blue eyes, fairly old, but very good shape.
Hold on there, Jason. Unfortunately, mask regulations are still in effect, so please put that back on.
Oh my COVID, are you serious?
Jason's going to
No, I'm
sigh,
not.
tap a few keys as a little glowing field appears in front of his face.
If any of you catches COVID, I can just give you an antiviral treatment. It's trivial for me.
Jason's going to cross his arms, kind of look at you. You know what the fuck you did, boy?
At this point, I have no idea.
You have the whole spirit world fucking swarming around here.
Does it have anything to do with the other thing with the spirits swarming around and shredding
The child.
things? Oh,
You know, if
okay.
the spirits were gathering, I feel like I would have known.
So, in answer here, Cody's going to gesture to everyone else and then at Jason. This is my teacher who assisted me in learning the magics. And Jason, and he gestures towards the kid. This seems to be my uncle. And I'm fairly certain he is the cause of all of this.
Fucking hell. God damn it. I knew your grandma way back when I was young and learning. I met her a couple of times. Real piece of work she was. Fuck. Okay.
So wait, Joe's the father?
No.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
knew her when I was young. I met her a couple of times.
Hey, I do not judge.
I'm only like 48.
He shrugs.
I would prefer not to know of you having intimate relations with my grandmother. Thank you very much.
I didn't. I just knew her. A lot of people knew her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she got around. I had
No.
What is the kid's name again?
The entire party. See, you slept with her. No,
Her?
she got around.
I believe Nathan, if I remember right.
I don't think that was it.
Where are my notes?
You slept with her. No, I knew her. Ah, that's okay. A lot of people knew her. Oh, so she really got around.
I'm fairly certain that was... Huh?
What? What were you gonna say?
I'm fairly certain that is not the name.
Well, it's his name now because I can't find my notes, and I don't want to pause the game to go digging for them.
Okay, you
Well,
better write down
kid,
that
it
that's his
seems
name
that
now.
this is his... this seems to be your father.
Hunter.
Hunter, thank you.
Well then, replace kid with Hunter.
I just got home, so give me a couple minutes to get situated here, and then I'll be on.
No worries.
So, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that I'm not allowed to shoot him.
You could try. I'm about 99.9% sure that it won't work.
Yeah, see, you're saying that as the DM, not as a character, so I can't
No,
point out
no,
that I'm...
he's saying that in character. Jason is very much saying that in character.
Well, of course it's not going to work now. You're expecting it.
No, it wouldn't work anyway.
See, now you're just flexing, and that's very rude.
I mean, I worked really hard to get where I was.
You'd only have a chance if you went to your sanctum.
So, Jason...
Hey, have you seen my sanctum?
Do you have anything to say to your long-lost child? By the way,
Cody?
his name is Hunter.
Cody,
Yes.
what's the term kids use? Oh, yes. I will yeet you into a lake. I can do that.
I'm
Yeetus.
sure you can.
I'm not the kid's dad. I just knew his mom. Anyway,
I
one
think
of the
I'm
reasons I
going to
showed up-
require a paternity test.
We need to make preparations.
That
right
we
now my
do.
boundary field will keep the spirits
Back up.
out.
Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
That's a raid.
No.
Yay.
Drake, thank
I-
you so much for that raid. Welcome, everybody. We are doing a tabletop game today, so I generally don't interact on voice, but I do look at the chat and I do chat with all of you there. So, thank you again. Go ahead.
Brain trying to catch up now because of that.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Okay, Howard
Is that a second
Tuber, thank you so much for that raid as well.
Yay! Hi everyone, welcome, welcome.
Like I just said, this is one of our tabletop streams. I recommend you guys hang out and enjoy the story. I generally don't interrupt it because of for the stream stuff, but I will. I am in the chat to chat with all of you. So now you can carry on, at least for the moment.
Until the next raid.
But yes, what were you gonna say again, Zim?
What do you mean?
Or what were you asking? My brain just got lost when all the raids happened.
I had asked if he was going to say anything to his long-lost child, and then you responded to that.
And
Oh,
then
yes.
I said we need to set up defenses.
Okay, that's what I was trying to catch up on. Yes, he's gonna look over at Warren and nod slightly. My boundary field will keep them out for right now. Sorry for the sudden, well, the spirits that were here. I didn't have a lot of time to work. They were getting ready to come in through the other side.
We have a node here. Would your field be interacting with that node in any way?
Probably, yes. It probably fucked
no.
with the spirit a little bit, but nothing that
Oh,
would
no.
be lethal.
Oh, he is going to be so angry.
It was either that, or you're going to be up to your necks in Banes.
Well, I mean... Okay, the Banes are arguably worse. But I'm not explaining to him why you had to do that. You're explaining it to him.
He's going to look over at Warren. Anyway, my field should last as long as I'm here, so to speak. I can keep it going.
Thank you.
He shrugs a little bit. I figure I could help out my student when I started detecting what was going on, and I realized he was probably doing something again.
somebody who actually knows how to handle their magic.
He's learning. We were all dumb and stupid when we were younger. He hasn't grown out of it yet. Give him time.
I would like to point out that I've just been getting dragged along. I just want to go back to my lab, but everything keeps exploding.
You get used to it.
You're a mage. Your problems are now the world's problems.
Well, Cody, I am thinking that we should be on our way.
I agree,
Where do you
but
want to
the real question is where?
Anywhere but here.
This is the safest spot right now.
Right now? Unless we intend to make this individual our indentured guest.
I mean, where do you want to go? As he types a few keys on his computer.
Again,
Where-
anywhere but here.
Anywhere that we go, eventually the forces that are angry at him are going to track us down. It's best that we pick somewhere that we can make a good stand.
The only place that comes to mind to me, it would be the club. At least the individual
club that-
there seems to have a substantial amount of power, and perhaps he could at least offer guidance on where to go.
You see, my mind went to the Deep Umbra.
Yeah, about the club and the Deep Umbra. The last time we went to the club, we ended up in the Deep Umbra. I'm not exactly confident about the level of protection that place offers, or the level of protection the people there can afford.
And we actually have our sanctums here. If we did go someplace else, we'd need somebody to scrub this place from Banes when we come back. If there's even a node left.
Yeah, that's the part I'm worried about. As annoying as the old man is, I'm kinda connected to him, so I can't really risk the tree getting injured.
You're connected to a tree.
Yes, I have a sworn
Interesting. Tell me
responsibility.
more about that.
I have a sworn responsibility to keep him nurtured and tended to.
And what happens if you don't?
I haven't let it lapse yet, so I don't know.
Well, this is the first time for everything.
I simply do not know where we could go. If we were to stand and fight, I still believe that this location would likely be our best bet. Or at least within our sanctum. That said, more information on the enemy is always good. And seeing as how Bob has been whisked away, I have my doubts regarding our ability to obtain that knowledge here.
Well, you can always go outside the barrier. Just be expecting more than one thing to attack you when you get out. Or latch onto you.
Is there some way we can send, like, a magical decoy?
I was actually just thinking about that exact thing.
You could try.
What's your magic? What paths do you want to use?
I mean, I don't know how I would, but, like, you know. Would I be able to make it look like my spirit is stepping out there so that, like, the spirits see that and they're like, oh, he's there.
Do
And
you
then they
have
attack?
life and spirit?
I do.
That may be the easiest thing to create a thing for the spirits to focus on, unless you have matter.
Kerr,
So you could use mind and spirit, life and spirit, matter and spirit. You could use spirit by itself. There's a lot of different ways you could try to do it.
We got cherry spirit, we got chocolate spirit, spirit light.
I think I will just use, if I can, I'll just use life.
Life and spirit?
Yeah, I guess. And just make a decoy spirit if I can. And then send it out into the world and watch it brutally get murdered.
So is that going to be a spirit of the child or a spirit of you?
A spirit of that looks like one of us first, because if they aren't going to attack us, we don't need to worry as much, though. You know, Domino did say that this happened, like, pretty damn regularly. Like, we literally calculated it out every 3 days. This was a fucking thing he dealt with.
Yep. Go ahead and if you wish to try it, you can. Make your Arete roll. And tell me how you're going to do it.
And watch it get kicked out of the spirit
I've
bubble.
literally stated about 3 times I'm going to do it. If you haven't been listening, you're not a good DM.
No, I mean, how are you using your foci to do it?
Oh, right.
That's how your magic works. Not
See,
what
you
you're
know,
Moriarty, generally don't be an ass to the DM, you know?
I'm sorry, I just, whenever I'm asked how I'm using my foci, I just picture, like, wizard with a wand. Like, yes, I'm using my foci, but I don't know, I didn't know it was a Rubik's Cube. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's one of the important things for mage is some mages cannot do things other mages can do. Their foci do not, and their beliefs do not work that way.
Yeah. Like, for example, with Portia, the life and matter magic, they both use drawn sigils. It's basically like a Full Metal Alchemist. Whereas the time manipulation is using a magical pocket watch.
Portia can't just put her hands on someone and begin praying to Hecate in order to heal their wounds like, say, another Verena could. Their magic works in very separate ways. She would have to start marking symbols on them.
Yeah, I'd have to draw an alchemy circle around the injury with the exact instructions on how the wound would be mended.
Right. Are there ways in which I can use my totem that aren't just grabbing my totem and talking to the spirits, though?
That's up to you.
If you wanted to wave it around, if you wanted to set it down on the ground and walk around it.
It sounds to
however
me,
way you want to just flavor it.
It sounds to me like, yeah, it's how you want to flavor it. It's not a mechanical, you have to do it this way. It's a be more descriptive about what you're doing.
Because I have to give the approval of if your magic will work that way for what the exact effect you are attempting to do.
Okay, how I interact with my objects and my foci also directly interacts with how it goes for my Arete.
Because in this game, magic does not work because, oh, I want to do this. It works because, for example, I'll give the example I use for Jason. What he was doing, he got into your guys' manor, and then he proceeded to plug his supercomputer into the wall of the house, and then typed in basically a few keys into his supercomputer, bringing up the program, and he isolated then the entire manor and its grounds from the spirit world and from reality, basically setting it its own little zone, so to speak.
/delete reality.
He theoretically can do that. Yes, his magic is strong enough. He could do those things if he wanted to.
All right.
He'd get paradox before it would actually go through, probably, but
All right. I'm getting a better understanding. So what Reinhardt's going to do is he's going to go outside, but still within the field, and he is going to take off some of his bone trinkets, and he's going to, while using his totem to kind of connect to the spirit realm, he's going to take that off, put it in the center of the bones, and try to make this, so like air quotations, construct. I don't think it would pass as a proper living being to anyone who could physically see it. But I assume it would be made mainly out of like dirt and maybe like a little bit of bone. And he would try to breathe some spirit into it and then just have it walk outside the barrier.
because it is a barrier for spirits, it's going to get pushed out.
Yep, it will get punted out, but you can do it. I will allow you to make the air day roll.
I think I made one of these on Dead Rising once, only it had explosives on it.
I don't suppose I can cast through the barrier then, because I need a spirit to be in it. I know that much. Otherwise, they're just going to see some weird bone
You
construct.
could attempt to cast outside of the barrier, yes.
Okay. Then
You would just have to
shall-
walk to the, you would just have to walk to the edge of the barrier if you do not have correspondence.
Okay. Then yeah, I would gladly do that. I just don't go outside of it. I do not go outside of it.
You're basically standing on the very edge of where you can feel the barrier, and you just kind of put your hand where the barrier is, and you can direct the magic out with your foci,
Okay.
And
doing
here's
what
the
you were
question.
describing.
What type of neighbors do you have?
I don't know if Cody has neighbors. He might.
I don't
live,
think
like-
Cody has. We're outside the city.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine this being like one of those manors that are in the middle of the woods. That if this place got really decrepit, everyone would say it's haunted, and it actually would be.
I was wondering if it was werewolf or that type of thing around.
So
The werewolves are mainly in the main city park.
Okay.
rolling arete. Oh dear, that's a 0.
You can re-roll.
I can. I do
Or
have
your
luck.
luck.
Here. Yeah,
You might want to use that.
I'll use a luck reroll. That is 1 success better, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna fish for 1 more. That's 2 successes. I'll take it.
Okay, give me a second.
How much luck can you burn?
I have 3 rolls per session. 3 luck rolls, and that's not even counting the re-rolls I can do with willpower.
Dude.
What's your spirit?
2.
All right, please add 3 points of paradox to your character sheet.
Okay.
Aren't we still within the sanctum?
He had to do it outside.
I thought the grounds counted.
With what's going on right now, nope, not at the moment.
Also, doesn't the field extend to the edge of the grounds?
Yeah, he has to do this outside of the grounds.
Because of the barrier.
Now, remind me, what does paradox do?
Nothing at the moment.
That's
Until
reality kicking you
outside
in the
it
dick.
does.
Paradox is reality kicking you in the dick. The number of dots of paradox you have is the difference between it being a light tap and a steel toe.
Mm.
And if your paradox completely fills up, that's a spiked boot.
That's more than that.
Yeah.
It's
like half. When, as it says, when you get to the full wheel of paradox, You're going to get shoved into the tender mercies of your storyteller's worst nightmares.
Does quintessence
Quintessence?
paradox? Does quintessence cap paradox, or like how does
Uh,
that work?
no.
Because they're part of the same wheel.
Paradox gets rid of it.
So, okay,
Oh,
you have to have quintessence on the wheel at the time that you take the paradox points. If you have quintessence points, you can spend a point to negate a point of incoming paradox. Quintessence quintessence that is added after the fact cannot be used to negate the paradox, only on arrival.
3 points isn't that big of a deal. This is something that might be like the hands on your watch might run backwards. Your hair is suddenly bright pink, or suddenly when you look in the mirror, you're seeing yourself backwards.
is that permanent or is that just
It
what?
depends when you shunt it.
Depends on when it happens.
Okay.
If you do not use magic at all, paradox goes away at a rate of 1 point per day, I believe, if I remember correctly.
So at low levels like that, it's just reality giving you a warning shot across the bow.
Okay, fair enough. I still proceed.
Yeah, no, this is just the effect of doing the magic. Your copy forms out from the dirt and slowly manifests into a form of yourself. And give me a second. So that's that.
He'd
What-
also be able to sense the spirits out there.
Make a willpower roll, please.
I'm good at that, usually.
Oh, hey, look, there's another Reinhardt, and that one's cleaner.
How dare you? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're coming back. We're coming
What
back.
is it with the exploding dice today?
I don't know. Is 3? You know, I can do better. I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
This is
6,
your third
7,
reroll.
8. Yeah, this is my third reroll. But I can do better. Oh God, I can do worse.
That's a 0 so far.
Actually, no,
this.
that would be a 2.
So you wanted
That's
to
a
know
2
what
so far.
So you
Quick
wanted to know what
question. This is actually important for this. Reinhardt, do you have any derangements at all? Or any negative mental flaws?
Shit. Let me double check.
This is important for this role. Because this is
wanted
going
to-
to decide the difficulty.
you wanted to know what paradox is like? Well, there you go. You just experienced paradox.
Would you consider a sphere inept to be mental?
No.
Okay. Would you consider Bard's tongue to be mental?
No.
Okay, those are the only 2 I have that could be considered mental. The other ones are more social, I guess.
Well, what are they specifically?
Bard's tongue, enemy, beholden, secret friend, hunted, probationary member, and sphere inept life.
How do you feel about being hunted? Do you feel paranoid or worried about that? Would Reinhardt feel that way?
Well, they haven't really shown up yet, so at the moment, not really. Also, like, so many people want him dead, he's just kind of accepted as part of life now. He does have, like, some minor paranoias, but at when he's, especially with Cody, he definitely lets his guard down because this is, like, the safest place he's ever known.
Okay, I need... well, first let me roll this. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a lot of
Okay.
that's a lot of counting there.
Give me a second. So it has that plus this.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, jeez.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that triggers that effect.
by the way, I'm
Stop, he's
taking
already dead.
I'm taking the first roll because that was a 3 versus my second roll, which was
You don't get to
amazingly
choose, do
excellent.
you?
It's...
Lucky, I thought he did.
Okay, if you do, you do. Usually you do not, so that's why I was checking.
Let me pull Lucky up real quick because I just have the word Lucky written down to remind myself I have it. Lucky.
Do 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 do.
Either way, you may repeat any 3 failed rolls per story, including botches, but you may try it only once per failed. Okay. So I've been using this wrong.
Womp womp.
I blame the DM for not catching it.
So apparently I can only use Lucky on failed rolls, and it can be any 3 rolls per story, including botches, but I may only try once per failed roll. I assume using Lucky? So I guess the question
I mean,
becomes,
that is
if 3
actually
success-
really nice because, you know.
Oh yeah, because it's specifically if I fail. So it's like, well, if you failed, you can try again.
Yeah, you
So I
get
guess
to
I
know
should start
the
asking.
like the
I
lucky
should
feat
start
in
asking
D
him
and D. You have to decide before the results are announced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it's like
I read Lucky and just mentally went, oh yeah, it's 3 rerolls. So I just started using them as rerolls.
Hey, I need you to give me a D49 roll, please. Reinhardt?
How you do that?
Can I make it a D50?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a D100 and then to just divide by 2.
That'll work.
I either got a 2 or a 3.
Oh dear.
Depends on if you want to round up or down.
Oh no.
Michael laughed. That's never good.
Get ready for a
Okay,
derangement.
The DM just got a derangement.
For real.
Oh God.
Breaking the DM at every turn.
Right?
Oh no, I'm cackling because of what this is. Okay. Reinhardt,
Yeah?
as you do this, you see something manifest. Jaws, fangs, a little bit of fur. It's big. And it just rips your copy apart.
Ah!
And when you see it, your brain goes into full-on panic as you collapse, and you can hear yourself screaming as everything just goes white for a minute. And then when you blink, everything is gone.
Oh.
And you cannot remember anything since before you awakened as a mage.
Oh.
Please add to your character sheet the major derangement, amnesia.
Oh dear.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Uh-huh. That was why I laughed.
Can those be cured?
Possibly.
I don't like the inflection on your voice.
That is double plus ungood.
Does this give me any points for
Nope.
for merits?
It does not.
It's
This is a
story
pain.
acquired. It doesn't count.
All downside, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing that you just drew the attention of that was waiting has a really nasty effect if you see it.
It eats
And you're not a
memories?
werewolf.
Interesting.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
If you see it, I was there because I was poking fun at his thingy. So, did I see it?
Were you looking out the window and watching him?
She was out in the field with him.
Oh. Give me a willpower roll.
Of course. Let's see, that's 6 dice.
I didn't realize that she was there. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm only going to go incurably insane. Who hasn't done that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Wait, no,
Isn't that the case already?
I think. But what's the passing for this? Isn't it 7?
7.
No, the difficulty for this one is going to be 9.
Oh.
That's why.
Let's do
Okay, do you have any mental flaws?
Flaws. Pacifist, curiosity, responsibility, cursed. The curiosity flaw is the one that's biting me in the ass here because I would have looked right at the fucking thing when it happened.
So the difficulty would be 10 for you.
That's well below 10.
So
So only 10s count.
Oh,
Did they still count for 2?
Yes, but the difficulty on this roll you did not meet, which means give me a 1d49 or a 1d50 roll, please.
1D. How do I do a D50?
Roll a d100 and we're going to divide it by 2.
you roll 1d100. How do you do 100?
Yeah, how do I do a D100 here? Do I just roll? Do I just roll a D10 twice?
Right click on the D10 and there's a percent option.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
neat. So divide by 2. $26? No. 28?
I realize there may be a bigger problem here.
What's that?
I'm not certain if pre-awakened Reinhardt spoke English.
Oh dear.
Oh, fuck.
Well, luckily I have Gift of Tongue, so hopefully I can translate.
Oh, no. You only remember everything after you awakened.
Oh, so he doesn't remember anything before.
Yeah, he doesn't remember anything since he became a mage. He only remembers being a mage. That is it.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
No,
that's
he's
not as
been-
bad. That's not
yeah,
nearly
he's
as
Not,
been-
bad.
not quite as bad, no.
Yeah, that's okay. I can work with that.
I thought that he just got completely lobotomized there. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
No,
same here.
shit.
No. Anything that is connected to him before he was a mage, he does not remember. Even if that
Yeah.
goes into his mage life, he does not remember any of that.
I was sitting here thinking I was going to be role-playing Reinhardt wanting to get back to the factory because he shouldn't be off the clock right now.
Right.
I'm sharing an image real quick. Joshua, you might know what this thing is. That's what you saw.
Oh dear.
yes, I do. This is fun.
Alright, so give me a second while I look up my thingy things real quick. So,
I just need to know how bad this is.
okay, so that'd be around there.
Go on then. Go on then. Am I gonna turn purple? Can I only communicate in barks? Do I suddenly become afraid of anything that smells like almonds? What is it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just I am really considering if I want to give you something different than that.
I just realized because of the way
For the
Reinhardt's in-
record, the image of the creature that they are seeing is posted in Tabletop image. So for those watching later on, you can do a search for the title of this episode on the Discord in the Tabletop image channel, and you can find it there.
It can't be bound either. That's fun.
But I just realized Reinhardt having this form of amnesia doesn't change him at all, I don't think.
Okay,
'Cause
if
he-
you're... Oh, go on.
Like, literally most of his important events happened after he was awoken.
So if you're really nervous about whether or not you should apply the thing, you could just freaking bounce it off the group, put it to a vote.
Sleepwalker.
Sleepwalker?
You don't remember being a mage.
What the Okay, that's the exact fucking
Oh.
opposite of him. What the
Uh-huh.
fuck?
That's not good.
Welcome to Banes, everybody.
Yeah,
He-
that basically is just the character done.
You can still use magic, but that's not magic, that's just science, right? You do not remember being a mage. You cannot use magic other than in ways that is acceptable by the consensus. And
And
you
it
count
also-
as a sleeper.
Yep, everybody gets negatives when trying to do magic around you.
That's why I said it's like, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually let that one go through.
Yeah,
Reroll.
that's just character
Yeah,
death.
please no.
I will let you re-roll that one. Yeah, no. Some of these are really, really bad.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
noticed.
Jeez.
Mental flaws are nasty in this. Alright, so that's that one.
I really enjoy PTSD, where you have to make a roll at the beginning of every session, and if you don't, you're just screaming the entire time.
Give me 1d5.
Oh no.
Roll a d6. Reroll 1 and 6.
Oh no, you've gotten one of those ones that are like, it can be 1 through 5.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Alright, so what am I doing here?
Roll a 1d6. Reroll 1 and 6.
Hope that you roll a 2.
Reroll.
Reroll.
Oh!
Of course. Because, of course. That's maximum effect, isn't it?
Your PTSD kicks off major reactions: fight or flight instinct, vivid flashbacks, moments of stark terror, incapacitating catatonia in fairly common situations.
Hey, I just
Even with
mentioned this
specific
one.
stimulus, you suffer from nightmares, social anxieties, fear of common things, and other circumstances that can invoke the traumatic events.
So just like total fucking panic all the time.
Yeah, you can
From
make
certain things, yes.
You can make willpower rolls to resist.
This flaw does not induce delusions. Your character remains lucid. Still, when the fears kick in, it can be very difficult to react. But you are still able to act. Which actually fits really well with what this thing is.
Yeah, it's also, interestingly enough, something that I have experience dealing with. That doesn't make me like it anymore.
Yeah, basically, when you saw this thing, what happened to you?
This game's supposed to be an escape from real life, not a recreation of it.
Yeah, when you saw this thing, basically you saw every horrible, horrible thing that ever happened to you in your life, and it got worse.
Alrighty then.
And for reference for other people, this is something that you'd be dealing with at normally Erte 4 or 5.
Right, is this something that's kicking in immediately, or or is it just going to pop up later as?
Oh, you are feeling absolute terror right now.
This is the thing that caused your PTSD, essentially.
Yeah, it literally
So
just
the-
ripped this person apart, did this to you, and then vanished back into the spirit world.
And I said the character is lucid, right?
Yes, you are aware, you are okay, but you are feeling absolute terror and panic at the moment.
You literally are living with the fear that this thing could pop out into existence at any point. Because it literally just did and then faded away.
Okay, I'm going to take the tranquilizer magazine for the paintball gun, take one of the paintballs out of it, and pop it and just rub that on my arm. Gonna partially sedate myself to help keep the anxiety at bay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it also affected your memories.
How so?
Any bad things that happened to you, you now remember as going even worse than they did.
Again, this is just real life. I'm being perfectly fucking honest.
Yeah,
That's
Nexus
too
crawlers,
real, man.
Nexus crawlers are bad.
The things that my therapist could tell you.
This isn't even the worst thing that could have shown up though either.
Does Reinhardt get back up?
You can get up, yes. It's gone now.
Okay, he just rubs his head and then glances around. Okay, that could have been worse.
Huh? What? Huh? What? Yeah. Could have been totally worse. Yeah. We should we should go back inside. That's not gonna work.
He just nods once and goes to go back inside. Well, for all intents and purposes, it did work. It showed me that we are completely fucked.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
That is what I said earlier.
Yeah, but completely is, like it's a bit of an understatement. I'm gonna go to my lab real quick. I need to brew up a couple of things real quick.
Portia's going to get the weed so that they can calm down.
I'm gonna go and synthesize some fucking Xanax. That's what I'm doing.
There you go.
If you guys wish, you may make a intelligence plus occult roll to identify this thing.
Well, Cody didn't see it. He's just
Well,
kind of...
Well,
Oh.
once Reinhardt gets back, I mean.
So while they were out there, Cody was kind of talking to Jason. So, Jason, any suggestions on this situation?
Zim, can I cut you off real quick? You're getting like a weird sort of poppy staticky from your mic.
I've been hearing that for a while.
Okay.
It's only it's only at Discord's end. It's not on Twitch.
Okay, that's never mind then. Proceed.
How's that?
That's
still
better
there.
fixed. It's not there at my end anymore.
I think it's fine.
I've been having that weird problem with Discord recently. Let me try one other thing real quick. It
what's
fixed
the
it
name of
last
the
night,
flaw?
so...
PTSD.
Okay, how about now?
I
talking?
think it's fine.
Hello? Hello? Testing? Testing? 1, 2, 3, testing.
Doesn't
Still a
sound
little
quite
bit.
as bad, but it's still there, yeah.
It's really, yeah, I've been having this recently with Discord. It's really strange. Last night, literally switching from one Discord's voice chat to the other fixed it.
Huh. We'll troubleshoot later. I'll be here if you need me.
Also, by the way, I just want to tell you guys, you saw it through the barrier. The barrier took the brunt of its mental effect, if you look at it.
Dear. So
I
it could have been
rolled a
worse.
2 on my occult. For the record.
Okay. I'll let everyone else roll when you get back and describe this thing too. And you can use your library. Because you do have some library.
Yeah, I'd hope so. We're literally standing in one.
So I'll let everyone roll first.
Well, while they were gone, Cody
Yes?
asked Jason for suggestions on this. You know, teacher, you know, the mentor, does he have any suggestions?
What do you suggest that we do, since we're totally fucked?
Hey, Sunai, guess what? I have PTSD in another game now. Why does this
Work
keep happening?
together. As he's gonna walk over and whack Cody on the back of the head.
I was sitting here wondering why Reinhardt wouldn't have asked Cody for him to help with correspondence.
He's gonna cross his arms. He's gonna wait actually for Reinhardt and Portia to come back before he continues. Once Reinhardt...
Portia's heading straight back up to the lab to
Okay.
quickly acquire some antipsychotics and mood elevators.
When you do come back, once everyone is together, he'll speak. You lot are young. I get it. I've been there. You lot are also idiots. I know. We've been there. From what I've heard through some of my contacts, though, is that you lot are pretty good together, though, which is a good thing. Why do you think mages work together in groups? As he kind of just pauses and looks at each of you, is because each of us have our own
A
skills,
resplendent
talents.
offering.
You're welcome.
Toshime? Toshime? Thank
Give me
you
a...
so much for the support. On the flip side, why?
Didn't you see what I posted in chat?
I'm sharing
Yes,
something
I-
that Toshime shared with me.
I did see what you posted in chat, but I didn't think it was going to be followed by the donation goal. Also, you broke my pachinko. Your donation is just sitting there stuck in the pegs.
Not the first time.
I just shared, if everyone wants to look at the Mage of World of Darkness, this is what Toshime shared with me right when he did the donation.
Oh yes,
Oh,
the
boy.
embodiment of PTSD.
I'm posting that in tabletop image as well.
Oh, God. So, you lot are way better than you think you are. If you work together and pool your magic together, you guys can accomplish things that none of you could accomplish by yourself. Not for like another century at least. So use that and bang! 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 Oh, shit. Give me those occult rolls real quick, everyone. Intelligence plus occult.
Done.
By the way, Alexis kind of wandered out of his own little den, yawning and scratching himself. What did I miss? What's happening?
Oh, we are all fucked with a capital F.
Oh,
What's the
one of
level
those
on
days.
this? What's the difficulty level on this?
7.
Is it
Have you been?
occult intelligence?
Yep. And you can add library to this as well.
Oh,
Nessel, have you been
shit.
listening in?
yes, I have
Oh,
been.
if we can add library to it as well.
That was in character.
How much
What's happening?
do we get to add for library?
What's your full library?
Was it 8?
Oh,
7 or? It's
I just have
pinned.
5 in my notes, but apparently somebody
It's
else
8.
donated to it. Apparently 8.
I
Yeah, it's
donated
8.
2 to the library.
So you guys have 8. So you add 8 extra dice to your library to this knowledge roll.
For
Ignore
each
those
of
2
us,
that I just
or
rolled then.
Yes, each of you.
7 plus 8.
Library is really damn good.
6, 7, 8.
7.
1, 2. I got 4. Let's go.
I got an 8 all said and done.
Okay. Here you guys go.
Two, 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.
There you guys go. You know all of this.
Great. So we're all gonna go mad. Nice day for it. I think.
Wait. Time to start setting up words.
Hey guys, I'm back. There's a Nexus crawler outside. We should do something about that.
I think what we should do is get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay. Can you make a simulacrum or something of that sort?
Who are you asking?
Anybody with spirit?
That's what we tried.
I can't.
I don't out of
spirits.
character know what that is.
Do what you did
Kind of
before.
what you did the first time, yeah.
Oh, make a fake body.
Yes.
That didn't go so well.
Something in
last
here
time.
that
We
will-
shouldn't do that.
We can still make it, and I'll power it up with making a prime bomb on it by putting a sigil on the stomach.
Not a bad idea.
If we're making bombs, should I get like earplugs or something? I'm sorry, I'm on a lot of medication right now.
I'm just generally feeling very underprepared for this system right now because I barely understand what any of this means or what I can really pull off.
You can pull off anything you put your mind to. I mean that seriously, actually. It's
Like,
literal imagination.
not-
You name it, you can try to pull it off.
I barely understand my spheres.
What spheres do you have?
I know what correspondence is, kind of. It's basically
It's
distance.
it's movement.
Space, distance, movement, location, Correspondence. What's your correspondence at?
2.
Okay, you can know where anything is within like a mile of you. You can warp space a little bit in your general vicinity. You can affect things like by about like across like for you could affect anywhere in the apartment. For most people you could affect anywhere in a house, decent sized house.
What apartment?
You can the apartment you're in. You can know every room in that apartment complex.
The manor.
So it wouldn't be an apartment, it would be a room within the manor.
Yeah, I was just using that as an example of him in real life. You can isolate spaces. You can basically make it so spaces cannot be entered. You can warp space around yourself, so if someone tried to shoot you, the bullet basically stops an inch from you and then comes out an inch past you without going through the space where your head actually is.
And of course, how you achieve those ends would depend on your focus.
Which is a supercomputer.
So literally just Neo.
So what's the difference between prime and forces?
Prime is the
Prime is what everything is made out of. Forces.
Like things that affect matter.
I thought
like
things
gravity
that were... I thought that was matter.
No. Fire, electricity,
Gravity.
Friction.
Energy.
Prime
General energy.
Prime is pure raw magic. Matter is the substance of things and inorganic objects, and forces is energy in its various conventional forms, thermal, kinetic, that sort of thing.
Okay, at least your description for prime and forces sounded exactly the same.
Well, prime is the magical things that everything is made out of.
And
so the elemental
is...
stuff.
No,
well,
that's forces is elemental.
Prime is raw.
Is the magical, as in quintessence and that type of stuff that everything is made out of. Stuff from the wild that...
Okay, so basically prime is raw, unaspected, pure magic. Whereas forces, it's been filtered down into the various conventional, forces. So you've got kinetic, thermal, electromagnetic, that sort of thing.
I have 3 different explanations on this, and all of them are, again, different.
Hold on. I think I have a good explanation.
And contradictory in multiple ways.
I think I have a good explanation. Forces is basically like your evocation magic. It is magic that directly does something like
so
fireball.
Forces is fireball.
Yes.
Whereas primal is like inherent magic that is within the world and the universe.
No.
No.
Prime is dealing with the underpinnings of reality. Prime is dealing with, as they kind of said, magic itself without giving it an actual shape or form. When you are using prime magic, say I have a sword. I use prime magic on the blade as it begins to glow with white lights. When I use that sword to cut somebody, I'm not just cutting flesh. I'm not just cutting spirit. I am literally cutting their place in reality itself and removing that pattern from the great tapestry that is reality. When you use prime magic to amplify something, you are literally using it to either remove or put in something into reality itself.
Directly touching the fabric of space-time.
No, that's actually correspondence. This goes beyond that.
So this is like just dealing with raw mana.
Pretty much. When you also prime magic is used for stopping other magic. You make reality harder to manipulate and bend.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Yes. That uses prime magic. When you use raw prime, you are literally saying reality says no.
So prime is wish / counterspell, and force is fireball.
It's
Prime?
also
Prime is one of the harder magics to use in spheres.
because it's something that it doesn't have a good analog with reality because it is reality. To give it something that you would understand, Zim, it's a sword of the cross. It's what the swords of the cross do.
Okay, that I do understand.
Yeah, that's what happens when, or it's a warden sword.
I haven't really seen a warden sword do much yet.
They can cut through magic.
But okay.
Yeah, both of those would be considered prime effects.
And for an Order of Hermes to get into Prime, they have to be taken to the barrier that we went through and see that type of actual magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
yes. When you are whenever anyone uses prime magic prime is also the best magic at amplifying and being used with other spheres because it's all about building things up. Or preventing things. It makes things harder. It makes things more real. Are kind of terms I would use to describe it.
Grant and reality anchor.
Yes.
Giller's
Yes. Yes. That would be a prime spirit.
Amplifier.
With using correspondence and enough prime, could we just like create a portal to anywhere the fuck else?
You could just use correspondence to do that. You wouldn't need prime.
Okay.
Prime would be used for something like a permanent portal.
Oh.
But either way,
like
I need a lot more correspondence for getting very far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing I can zip around a battlefield type thing, but
Very easily, yes.
that's about it.
Like, you could use correspondence to know where, like, say you guys are going to be breaking into, like, a lab. Okay, it's a fairly large facility. You could use correspondence and hack into every camera and look through it through your supercomputer. Or you could just simply make eyes using your supercomputer to view areas by altering the source code of reality.
So, for the moment at least, I know that I can create these effigy things and put our like soul signature on them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that's I think Alexis said that she was going to mine them.
Oh no, that was Warren.
Warren, okay. Warren's going to put his sigil mines on them, so anything that attacks them just gets blown the fuck up.
Prime magic would be able to hurt these things, yes.
So would forces and time be able to delay and amplify the effect of the prime mine, as it were?
Fire is a very dangerous element to spirits. It can hurt them if they are manifested in reality normally. It depends on what kind of spirit it is. I mean, fire spirits aren't going to really care, but Nexus crawlers are not that.
You know,
can hurt it, so long as it doesn't warp reality so the fire doesn't work on it.
I was just thinking about the kinetic force of the prime explosion in the first place.
Here's-
Yes, you could, or the prime could be used to amplify the fire to make it even worse for this thing.
Okay, well, given that fire is, at least we hope it's useful against it.
It would be.
Okay.
So long as it doesn't warp reality, so like the fire turns into Swiss cheese, which with prime magic you prevent because you make the fire more real.
Okay.
Alright, here's a question.
Yes.
Warren, how many of those sigils can you put down?
Depends on how much time we have to do this.
Hey, I got some time.
Hey!
I'll let you make a time roll.
Also, right now the problem is that something broke through the barrier.
It's attacking the barrier.
It's currently trying to get through.
Okay.
You had a very powerful mage put this barrier up. It's slowing it down. He was smart. He used prime. It can't just say this barrier doesn't exist anymore.
Can I bolster him at all with my entropy?
You're going to be focusing on the spirit effect.
I
Unless
know,
you're
but,
going to be
like,
helping him first.
I have entropy.
Yeah,
Yes, you. Yes, you could try to help him with entropy.
I figure if I help him first, it'll buy us more time to do the spirit things.
Both of you could attempt to do so. Yes.
Okay. Arete
So-
rolls.
All three of you give me arete rolls. Because Zim, you can
Let's-
assist as well with this.
It's explosion.
Read three who?
You can literally just type on your supercomputer and change the luck constants from 0 to 1.
And since we have Erte 3, I'll be using 3 quintessence in this one for 3 automatic successes.
Yay!
Difficulty for this roll is going to be 6 for you guys.
And
6
I'm not helping with
total
this
or
roll?
6?
You need to roll a 6 or higher for it to count as a success.
Okay, so that's actually I miscounted. I'm an Arete 4 then, and he's an Arete 3 then.
Okay. Yes, you guys are going to be able to give some bonus dice to him.
Someone rolled dice, but they didn't take. Oh, there you are.
Stuck. There it goes.
So that's 4 and 3, which is 7, and an additional 3.
Were you
Plus-
guys going to be helping Warren, or are you guys helping Alexis with the time magic?
Alexis needs it more.
Okay, so Warren.
I thought I was
the-
helping the guy who had the barrier up to just buy us more time with the barrier.
You can do that too.
And
Yeah,
Hmm.
And then Cody can help
unfortunately-
Alexis.
Unfortunately,
5
since-
points of is what I was putting into it. The actual.
Unfortunately, since the things that are after us right now are ethereal, there's not a whole hell of a lot that I can do.
Alright, Alexis, give me your arete roll.
Okay.
And you will also get 4 more dice from Reinhardt for his assistance.
Still difficulty
6. So 2 successes. So you're going to be able to warp reality by a factor of 2.
Not much, but
Alexis, what is your time?
3.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is that a good? Do I need to spend a willpower here?
No, it's not something you're rolling, it's something I'm rolling.
Oh boy.
6. Oh boy.
Big bomb.
Portia, you have like
Hey,
plant magic, right?
Alexis,
Yeah.
I have what?
please add 10 points of paradox to your wheel.
Oh crap. Well, I am going to shunt some of that into my bleeding paradox. I got a 4-dot obsidian bracelet.
Okay, that is wise.
So how exactly does that work? Do I have to track that separately?
You basically filled up you only gained 6 points of paradox.
Did you have any quintessence?
Well, that was the thing I was going to ask is, do we start out with some quintessence or
Equal to your avatar rating.
So I guess I have 5 quintessence then?
Yes.
Okay.
So you took 1 point of paradox, then if you dump all of your quintessence and the bracelet, you have 1 point of paradox left over.
But
Question.
quintessence is really useful to keep.
Yeah, I was curious if there was like a way we could recharge quintessence or whatever.
Yeah, you
I
can
have
do
a
that from the
coffee
tree.
maker. We have a tree and a coffee maker that can recharge it.
Take the coffee maker with us.
Can I spend 2 quintessence and only take 4 paradox? I mean, what was the
may
max
do so,
paradox?
yes.
10?
20.
Oh, 20. Okay. No, I'll take the paradox.
It's the entire wheel.
Right.
And you lose,
Okay.
and you lose 1 point of paradox per day that you don't use any magic.
Right. But so my bracelet is full. Is that 4?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 paradox I can store. Because the
Mhm.
4
And then
okay.
it will lose 1 point of paradox a day, and then once all
Gotcha,
the
okay.
paradox is gone, you can reuse it.
And you'll
Okay.
want to use your
Oh, wait,
quintessence
wait.
before you lose out, because it goes from the right on paradox into your quintessence, your base.
If it fills up, if your wheel fills up.
Okay.
So which
Portia.
direction do I go around this wheel?
Paradox moves from the left side up
Counterclockwise.
clockwise,
Okay.
and quintessence moves
You
counterclockwise.
start at the black dot, quintessence
That's what I
goes
thought.
clockwise,
Okay.
paradox goes counterclockwise.
Oh.
It doesn't matter
Because
which
it's
way.
okay.
They move in the opposite direction.
Gotcha, okay. Well, I saw paradox is on the bottom, so I was doing counterclockwise for paradox.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
that black dot's your start point.
Right.
We
So
could
I
be at, like,
I
the
will
9 o'clock position.
so I will take 6 paradox for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
By
my
the way,
bracelet is
this
full.
is, yep, this is the type of thing where pulling out your really vulgar magic and dealing with stuff like this is where it's okay to do that.
Yeah. Well, still a factor of 2 for the time is not as good as I was hoping. Really.
Okay, so someone had
Fucking with
mentioned-
time at all is.
Well, wait.
You know.
So
someone
wait a
was
sec.
Yes.
Go ahead. I was gonna say. So if I had re-rolled that and gotten like a 5 or something, would that have been even worse for paradox?
It could have been, yes.
Yikes. Okay. I will not re-roll then.
So someone was asking regarding Portia's abilities.
Yes, you have life magic, right?
Yeah, I have 3 points in life, 2 points in matter, 2 points in time.
Okay. Something you could do is you could work together with Reinhardt so we could
Dick.
probably do this faster. If Portia can just make bodies or things that roughly look like bodies, Reinhardt can slap the spirit on them, and then Warren can slap the glyph mine on them, and we can just litter the entire manor with them, so that these things continuously attack things. Because it works. It works if they just see us and they see a spirit in it, that they'll attack it. So if we can just make as many of these bodies as possible, and I can put as many air quotation spirits into them as possible, or
I
things
don't
that
think
look
you
like
understand how strong this bomb's going to be.
I will say real quick, with spirit magic, you could probably adjust the bombs so they only deal damage to spirits without damaging the physical world.
Yeah, but we're spirits too.
Right.
Or you have
Okay.
a-
No. Here's the idea. We're basically going to put a bunch of fake us's here. Then we're going to make this place essentially a spiritual minefield, and then we're gonna leave.
I like this idea. Well, I mean, but then we leave the tree defenseless, and I'm not sure if that's...
This thing is going for you guys and the
Okay.
kid.
Fair enough.
I have lab rats. I'm gonna go get my lab rats.
And I
But
hope
you
your
can do
skull
the
buddy
ghost
is
thing.
He's currently outside at the moment. He would be safe.
from the bomb.
Yes.
Okay.
See, okay, are you making one big bomb, or are you making a bomb that you could presumably make a bunch of times really quickly and make this place a minefield that has that bombs?
All I need is one.
Yeah, I think just one would be enough if we make it powerful enough. I hope.
Okay, then we really just we can like make like an outside
All right. I
like
have
tea
the
party.
amount of turns you guys have before this thing shows up.
So, okay, Portia, just make like one set of bodies of us. I will put one set of souls of us in it. Warren, you put the bomb in the middle of it, and when it attacks it, the bomb will go off, and then we just need a portal out the fuck of here.
I'm back. I have the lab rats.
Oh, they're cute.
All right. Turn 2. You may get to work on your stuff.
Portia, make
Right.
the bodies.
So Alexis will be infusing the bombs with fire when that comes around.
So, adjusting the rat's vitals to mimic human. Would that be something that I would even need to bother rolling for?
Wait, you're
Yeah,
adjusting
you-
rats?
Well, yeah, we're making decoy bodies, right?
Yeah, but you could just like use plant matter. I used dirt and bones.
Yeah, but if I do it with the rats, then they will instinctually flee from the things that are after them, which will mean the things will have to chase the rats and it'll keep them distracted longer.
We don't want them to move.
We're putting a bomb on them.
If it moves, think what happens if they run away to the main forest, and then we'll have werewolves all after us.
All right.
Besides, these things will literally like go after a scarecrow.
Fair enough.
I also want to ask, if this is a spirit bomb, is it going to affect the tree? And for that matter, what about
It's on the other side of the
Marticus?
barrier.
What
Yeah,
about
the spirit got-
Marticus and Bob?
All of them got shunted out of the barrier. That's why they aren't there anymore.
And the DM already said that they wouldn't be close enough to where the bomb goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. They GTFO'd. These things are not to be fucking messed with. The normal reaction to a Nexus crawler is run the fuck away. And hope to God it finds something more interesting to play with.
Which is why Reinhardt's solution is run the fuck away. But we can put a bomb behind us if you really want.
And I have to ask, how far away is town?
Couple miles.
Oh crap. I may have put too much power in this.
You mean you might have put too much power in this? Can you make it like a shaped charge?
That's what I was wondering.
Could my
something that can only affect the
entropy
crawler.
make sure that my correspondence or entropy make sure that only the things right here are affected, or
You could attempt to use correspondence to isolate it into this building.
well, we're not setting it off inside the building, are we?
Well, we've already adjusted the bomb so that it only does spirit damage. So we don't need to worry about it, like, blowing a hole in the manor. The biggest thing we need to worry about is our tree.
Also, what happened to my security team? What are they doing?
They're vibing.
They're going crazy from the creatures out
Oh
there.
boy.
I don't think that they know what's going on, because most of what's going on is like affecting like the magic realm, whereas like normal people are just like, huh, the screen flickered. That's weird. Like, I don't know if they know.
Is that the
I
case,
think they're just
Kerr?
oblivious.
I'm kind of asking this to Kerr.
I know.
You know, the one that would be able to say what's going on with
Let
them.
him speak.
Right now, they haven't come up other than some of the alarms. They have not shown up at all. You have not seen them.
Oh, they're dead.
No, you just haven't seen them.
Cody's going to send out a alert to all of them for them to. I kind of assume we've got a barracks inside the manor. To confirm and return to the barracks for all of them.
You do not get a response, and you see Jason kind of sigh. Right now, the manor is kind of isolated from your normal space. I separated you guys to make sure it's only you guys.
Oh,
I
good.
didn't want to hurt any innocent people with my little messing with you.
Including the Marten farm.
Yes.
Yay!
It's
Okay.
literally right now, the only people who are in here are you guys. The space that this thing is coming into, only you guys and us and me.
Okay. So if we evac, then nobody else will be harmed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still concerned about the tree. The tree is our main hurdle right now. Once we figure out how to protect...
It's not there at the moment.
Oh! The whole
They got
fucking
forced.
spirit... Okay,
Yes.
I didn't...
He's
I
said
didn't know
that
you could do
multiple
that.
times.
Yes.
I thought the spirit of the tree only got severed, and that was what was causing it to scream. I didn't know it got ripped from its tree body.
He got yeeted.
Gotcha. For some odd reason, I thought the tree didn't get yeeted because I thought it had properties like, our spirits in our bodies. Anyways, then we're good to go. Let's set these mines and just get the fuck out.
I'm back again. I have a
Look.
tomato plant. It shouldn't walk anymore. I broke its knees.
Portia, you worry me, but I'm glad to hear that.
Did you
Why did it
know
have
that
knees?
diazepam tastes really bad?
And
not
let me
supposed to chew it.
explain. Let me explain with how much quintessence I put into this. Because the actual bomb has 5 quintessence. It's how many points of quintessence is that many times miles radius.
Well, that's okay. We're still in a subspace sort of thing.
If the barrier holds, wouldn't it just invert on itself and just do multiplied damage?
No, it would just shape around it.
It shape around
Right,
it, but
but-
what if it's a spherical barrier? Like, if it's a complete barrier on all sides, that's a pressure vessel.
Yeah, like let's say you have a 5-mile explosion, but you condense that down to a mile. Does that do 5 times the damage? Or does it do 25 times the damage because area works in a form of cubes?
Let's throw calculus at this. Yeah, I want a math
So
piece.
that means it would be a 25-mile radius.
No. It's a 5-mile radius, but a radius is 2-dimensional. But we take that radius.
No, I'm saying it's how many points is doubled the miles. So
What?
however many points of quintessence I put in is how many miles big it is.
Mhm.
Right. And I'm saying, is there a way we can compact this explosion so that you're still putting the 5 quintessence into it, but because it's trying to reach out 5 miles, but it keeps going to a 1-mile barrier, and it is
You would
still
need
the same...
correspondence.
Which
don't
is
have
something I
correspondence.
already mentioned doing.
Yes, Cody can do that.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Make
then
your rolls.
Yeah.
Arete?
Yep.
Well, I need to make any rolls here.
Making the bodies.
All right, so that would just be life and arete. What would it be?
It's always just Arete.
Spending a point of willpower to reroll that.
Yeah, I might as well do that too.
Spending another point of willpower. Holy fuck! It's a good thing I have 8 willpower.
Going to spend a point of willpower to re-roll that 4.
Okay, here we go.
It rolls everything.
Oh, it re-rolls everything?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You only need 1 success.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I'm good.
I've got 3 irritate for my bodies, so I think I'm good with that.
Alright, yep, Cody's going to be able to do that. Portia is able to get the bodies up. Reinhardt, you can get his spirit signature onto these things.
Now,
This infuses fire.
does this count as us being in our sanctum?
Nope.
No, we were outside of it. Oh wait, this is going to generate paradox too, isn't it?
It is.
Even though there's nobody around?
Vulgar magic.
I'm sorry, you're making bodies from nothing.
I'm just infused. I'm just putting a little fire into it.
I
I'm
assumed we
making
were making it out of like dirt and plant matter and other crap.
Can
I'm
people
making a
do that in
tomato
reality?
I mean, given enough time and a shovel.
Do people think you can do this, speaking to spirits, in order to conjure a soul?
I mean, depends on who you ask. There's some really crazy people out there.
No,
who can
Have you
say?
seen? Have you
Reinhardt.
seen? Have you
What's your
seen what
irritate?
DuPont has done with tomatoes?
My irritate is 3.
Sorry, give me a second.
Both my total irritate and my irritate roll were 3.
Ooh, I am sorry.
Are you though?
What was the difficulty threshold on that roll?
Oh no, it's not that.
I see you rolling multiple single dice, which tells me that there was an exploding 10.
Hey, Reinhardt.
Yeah?
Paradox.
Mm-hmm. Please add
Yeah,
9 points of paradox to your character sheet.
Holy fuck.
Jesus.
I'm gonna consume 2 of that with my.
Look who's going to say hi to Wrinkle. Or some other person.
1, 2, 3. I had 3 before. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've almost got like a half circle of paradox going on. But I burned 2, so that takes 2 away. So I've got like, I should have 10 paradox now.
Hey, Alexis.
Halfway to Funtown. Yes.
You only get 5 points of paradox.
Oh, super.
Here.
I'm up to 11.
I need to write that down.
And how many does Portia get?
I'm finding that out right
Yeah,
now.
working on it. Maybe we
What's
should have
life?
tried to run.
What's your life, Portia?
3.
You only get 5 points.
Alright, I'm going to eat 2 points of that with quintessence.
Okay. And Cody, you only get 3 points of paradox.
Y'all are getting off easy.
I mean, literally
How much
all
did-
I'm doing is just making sure the bomb doesn't go off too far.
Yeah, you're making it a shape charge.
Yeah,
You
which
skipped
people
me. How
do
much
all
did
the
I get?
time with bombs in real life.
Give me a second. What's your prime?
3.
Oh, you got lucky. You only got 2.
Okay.
So I can consume quintessence to negate that.
Yep. But as a for a 1-for-1 1-for-1 point value.
Okay, all of it's negated.
Hey chat. I have a question for everybody.
Oh
Should I be nice? Or should I do the thing?
Don't do the thing.
You already gave me PTSD.
PTSD, amnesia.
For the end of the world.
One
End of the
moment.
world
One
spell.
moment. One moment.
Okay.
One moment. One moment. It's loading. One moment. One moment. Don't do it yet.
It's been more than one moment.
Actually, a moment is 90 seconds.
The actual members of Chad are saying be mean.
Fun fact of the day: a moment is, in fact, 90 seconds. So it has not yet been a moment.
How about now?
No, it's not working. Fine. I don't want to relog in.
What are you doing?
I was going to use the cobot to say be nice, but...
Oh. The bot says be nice. You gotta listen to the bot. The bot's an admin.
Okay, Kerr. We know you're itching for that TPK, so just get it over with.
No, you're good.
TPK, a bunch of level 1 fledglings.
Adventure was over before it even started. Dark Fang. Quit it.
Okay, I'm good. As you guys prepare the bomb, it's soon set up.
Right. Now we
Yeah,
need to...
yay?
Now we need to
As
fucking
you
get
can-
out.
As there are cracks before you hear the sounds of shattering and something roaring.
Alright,
And you get
Magic
the
Man.
sense something is coming.
Chuck it out the
Magic-
window.
No, don't look out the window.
I said chuck it out the window.
Don't look out the window. Let's just get the fuck out of here, Magic Man. Where's the portal?
Give me a
No.
second. Now watch as he botches his roll.
Can I...
Whoa! I just got booted out of the Fantasy Grounds thing.
Operator, give us an exit.
Can I once again give him support?
He's good. No,
Okay.
he's fine.
I think
That's
it
what
auto
we're done,
booted
yeah.
me for inactivity.
We'll come back.
The support Marten. Your support Marten is here as
Good.
he quickly types in a few keys, lifts a hand, and a another door appears where there shouldn't be a door.
Reinhardt
Does
just
it have peaches and cream?
Yes.
The support Martin has peaches and cream.
Reinhardt is just going to charge at this door, shoulder check it on the way in, and just
Trinity, I need an exit point.
That's what I was saying. Operator, need an exit. The Lexus will follow
As-
suit.
He'll wait for everyone to go through before pulling the door shut. Alright, shall we roll to see how much damage your guys' bomb does?
As
Sure.
soon as I can actually get back into the client. I don't know
I
what the
mean,
heck's going on.
you're
with
not
it.
going to see the roll either way until he announces it, unless he rolls it in the chat.
Yeah, we're not rolling it, right?
No.
There, finally, I'm back.
This has to be a DM roll.
That's what I figured.
Yep. Alright.
I don't
So
know
I
why.
want to see.
Completely
I want to
threw
see
a
those dice shadows.
I haven't seen any of the dice shadows yet. Not sure why.
I haven't
He
been
hasn't
seeing them
rolled yet.
either.
No, I like the whole game. I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
neither have I.
Oh,
I've
Joe
seen
GM
some
rolls
large,
is off for some reason.
I've seen
Yeah,
some
okay,
large
not
dice
too
shadows.
Showing
Okay.
GM roles being off does not mean that we would that option simply shows us the results of him rolling.
Okay. Well, if I don't see any shadows at all, I mean, should I?
He
Is
might
that a
not be
setting
rolling in Fantasy Grounds. I don't know.
somewhere? Oh,
I
okay.
am.
No, he has been. I've seen his dice shadows before.
That's weird. Why didn't see him?
I've literally seen him roll a few things and then roll like 1 or 2 more d10s,
Okay.
and I'm like, ah, yeah, something exploded there.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen any of that. He just announces the rolls for me, so I don't know. That doesn't matter.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking through things real quick.
Take your time.
For this specifically. Ah, there they are. I knew they were here somewhere. Oh. Huh.
If we kill it, does that cure Tanya's portion
No.
of PTSD?
It's permanent.
No. Okay.
We'll get respect from the guru.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get respect from a lot of people.
So I'm gonna count this as that. Oh my. And it is that, so it's going to negate that ability of it because you guys are using this. I'll use this as its thing.
And I didn't know us leaving a
Ooh.
bomb behind set up a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, no, this thing normally. So it has an ability called Alter Reality, where it literally can just say no to attacks.
This is a primal, right?
Yes, this is
probably
a
why.
prime effect, which makes it so it cannot use it specifically
Yay.
against this. It cannot just warp it out of reality. Also, because of the way this blast is, it has armor piercing, which means it ignores soak. So this
Nice.
thing cannot soak it.
And it's aggravated damage since it's prime.
Uh-huh. And since you guys aren't actually facing it, you do not suffer its
Insanity.
yeah, its insanity or its appearance of madness effects. Both of which can individually completely incapacitate a character. And not to mention, by the way, it has 10 points of rage, which, if it wants, can give it extra attacks per turn.
What are you attacking? The bomb? Go for it.
No, I mean, if you guys were there, it could kill all of you in one turn.
Oh, well, it's good. We're not there then.
So we have that to hit first. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna use this. Okay.
If we kill
we're-
it, I'm gonna laugh.
So 6. I'm gonna use this for the attack roll. It is not going to get a dodge because it cannot dodge far enough to avoid this.
Ah, yes, it dodges 5 miles soon.
25 miles.
Okay, so we have that. Plus this. Alright, so let's see what we got. Go, dice roll! Alright.
There we go. But to correct you, 25 miles.
But you know, shape charge.
Doing the thing again. He's doing the thing again where he laughs a lot and then we
6.
die.
Mhm.
8.
Or something, guys.
Something's dying.
Okay. It cannot soak. It is aggravated damage.
Yep, I'm taking care of his boss monster again.
Sounds
What do
like
you
it.
mean again? I did that last time.
versus the army.
The blast is cycled back into the room over and over and over. The spiritual flames constantly cycling through the room as this thing had just burst in and started tearing apart the fake bodies that you had crafted. And as the explosion goes off, this reality flame rushes towards it. It tries to negate it, to make the fire into water, and nothing happens.
Make it not real.
As it is engulfed and utterly atomized by this flame and unmade.
Can we sense this happening? Or are we like?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Literally, it's like a great sigh of relief just went out from the entire city.
Oh, real quick, I'm getting a call.
You're welcome, City.
Did
welcome.
it vaporize just the big one or everything else around?
Just only that thing.
Yeah, it was just a spirit. It was just attacking spirit.
Well, no, I'm meaning like all the other Bane spirits, like the one that the two had seen earlier.
Oh no!
That was
The moment you did this, the other Banes fucking ran for the fucking hills.
Oh, good.
This is something that nothing wants to mess with.
I didn't know there were other Bane spirits. I thought there was just a Nexus crawler.
Before the donation goal, that was mostly what was.
Ah, okay. Well, well done, chaps. I'm gonna go continue my nap now.
And as you say that, Reinhardt vanishes. As you can see a small swirling distortion in the air from where you guys had come out at the club. And Reinhardt's not there anymore. Reinhardt, please erase all of your paradox points, please.
He said he had
Paradox
to take a
spirit,
call.
hello.
Sorry.
I mean, you're good. I'm just saying.
I thought that was in character.
Hello to the paradox spirit.
Not a paradox spirit, a paradox realm.
Oh, dear.
Boy.
Which is where we're going to end on this session. As you definitely, Warren, would realize, a paradox realm just opened up and sucked up your friend.
At least he didn't be in quiet.
Where'd the big guy go?
Joke.
Paradox got to him.
Ah,
You can go in and try to help him.
I think we will.
Look at the Marten jumping. That's so cute. Look at him. He's got you a blankie.
He's getting that blanket.
This is his challenge. If we get in there, we'll only make it harder for him.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Yes. Yeah, if you guys want to, that's up to you. I thought you guys might try to help your friend.
I mean, not if it's gonna make it more difficult. Would we be able to help even?
It's a paradox challenge for him. If we do, go in, Paradox will put the challenge for all of us. And we may be separated into our own Paradox realms. Especially if we don't have correspondence or anything like that.
You know, Corey has correspondence.
If he gets separated from us, yeah, so it wouldn't be the best thing.
As you see Hunter just casually walk into the rift.
What?
Well, I was gonna ask if somebody should stop him, but he's already gone.
Well, if you remember, there is something he did say before.
What's
He's
that?
friends with these types of spirits.
Ah, right, the pattern spiders.
Yes, he is specifically friends with these kinds of spirits.
So I guess maybe he can help in there, but the rest of us probably would make it worse still. At least
And
from
that
what
can
I
take-
understand of how this all works, it sounds like...
And that concludes Horizon Lost World of Darkness. Mage, happy fun times.
Don't worry, everything will be fine.
Happy fun times is the title.
Next week's session's name. Everything is peachy keen.
Oh boy.
Donation
All
goal,
right, I'm
everything
back.
is
What did I
flippy
miss?
dicky. Oh, jeez.
Oh, you want to fill him in?
You done got
you're-
paradoxed, kid.
You're going to be in a Paradox realm next session, Reinhardt.
Oh.
Your
Looks like
character's
I'm
worried.
going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Your character's
Don't
going to be
worry, you'll
learning
have a friend.
something.
Learning something about what?
Note, I would recommend everyone going in here, because this is one of the ways that you guys might actually be able to raise your arete.
Okay, that is good to know, Kirk, because most of us have no idea about this system at all.
Which is why I was going to say something.
Okay.
We should go help our friend? We should go help our friend.
So wait, what exactly happened? Like we all went through the portal. We're like, ah, yes, the thing is dead now, and then Reinhardt just imploded.
Pretty much. Yes.
He
And there's
just
now a
disappeared.
small rift in the air.
I just imagining Reinhardt going, ah, glad that's over.
No. Reinhard more went, I'm glad that's all over.
Joke.
Cody, I don't feel so good.
I'd like to think he vanished with a little pop.
That's how I imagine it. It's just like,
See, whenever I vanish for any reason, I always like to think it's like, you know, the meme macaroni with the chicken strips.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I just love that like little and then fade.
so, I feel like I accomplished some of my mission for this session. Of one, teaching you guys that there are problems that you guys can solve working together that would be almost impossible otherwise. I fully expected you guys to be able to deal with this thing if you took the time to work together like you did with the horde of Bane spirits in our first session.
Personal request: I would like smaller combat.
Oh, there was only one night. There's only one Nexus crawler this time.
No,
That is
fair enough.
small.
And what was your other goals this session, Paradox?
to teach you guys about Paradox and why using magic can be really dangerous in the real world.
Mission accomplished.
Man, I just wanted to shoot ghosts.
There's a reason why mages say if there's any problem that you can take care of without using magic, you take care of it without ever using magic.
This is why I carry a gun.
That's why I also use the Nexus Crawler, because A, that's going to be good for the story later on, and B, that's something that you definitely pull out every fucking magic trick you have in the book, and this would be regarded as, like, the best fucking case scenario is this, what you guys just pulled off.
Are we heroes now?
Among the werewolf tribes, yes, you would be considered very, very highly. Like, killing a Nexus Crawler is damn near impossible, usually. Normally, the thing you do with them, you run the fuck away. And hope they go away because they're just kind of crazy.
Worm doesn't control them.
Nope, they just do their own thing and wreck reality with it.
I'm an agent of the worm. What do you do for him? Nothing.
And everything. But yes, that's all for this week. Next week, we have quite a bit of shenanigans.
If
Thanks for
people
running the
still
game.
have quintessence for next session.
I'm gonna be really mad if Reinhardt brought a gun to every gathering and never he gets to use it.
Cody's got guns too.
I know. I want to shoot things with guns, like werewolves, but not werewolves because apparently they're our friends now. I want to shoot vampires with guns. I want a stake gun, revolver, a revolver that has stakes.
I think somebody has Mafia coming after them in the background.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Reinhardt.
Wait, didn't you forget about that though?
No,
That wasn't you.
So no, I got amnesia, but all of the amnesia was before I was awakened. My character's backstory is that he was just this kind of nobody in Germany until he got awoken. Then he was like, I'm gonna go to America because I hear they have a bunch of cool spiritual stuff over there. And then he saw like how hard the city and stuff was. So then he became a detective to like help the little guy, well, private investigator technically. And then he went through, you know, being a private investigator where you get in trouble with the mafia and you save rich people like Cody, or Cody saves you. And so he's indentured to Cody because Cody saved his life once, but the mafia still fucking hates Reinhardt.
I have no idea. I personally, I don't know if we've actually spoken about it or something, and I forgot. But I personally have no idea what Cody apparently did to save Reinhardt's life.
Oh, I just figured it would be cute if Cody did that because Reinhardt has the thing, the bad trait indentured. And I was like, that'd be funny if I could do that for another player, like Cody. And I was like, hey, DM, can I do that? Okay, Cody saved Reinhardt's life at some point, and that's how they know each other.
Oh, so you didn't think to maybe consult, you know, the person who you...
No, you were literally there when I asked this, and I asked you if it was okay if we did this, and you were just like, sure. And then, like, we were like, okay, cool. And then, like, that was it. Like, we didn't actually, like, sit down and think up a backstory. Just Cody at some point saved Reinhardt, and that's the only reason why this grumpy, broke asshole is in your manor, is because he owes you a life debt.
Acceptable. So, anyways, thank you everyone so very much for joining us today for Horizon Lost, World of Darkness, Mage the Ascension, 20th Anniversary Edition, yada yada yada. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website as well as down in the description below. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you again so much. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing it around, as well as grabbing merch over at zgfgaming.store. And of course, we have a Humble Bundle partner link you can use to support the channel as well. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
And it's a good thing I don't need to refund Nestle because I can't.
That's fine. I have 170,000. I can